Yeah, still play like it's there. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. I may have fell down, but my heart's intact. And I'm back once again. Another song, early Saturday morning. Once again, I'm swaying along, vibrationally reaching for new heights. No fights, no drama. Dalai Lama, all up in the old news. Fall away, baby. Ain't nothing to see today, nothing to see here but myself. Grow in, figuring out how to expand my mind. Follow myself, all the colors divine. Feeling first for the first time in about a long, long time. I'm feeling first for the first time for a long, long time. I'm feeling first. I'm feeling first. I'm feeling first. Everything else is secondary, auxiliary, added, not needed. Distractions. Feeling first. It's so simpler than it really seems. Is that a word? I don't know. Jeez. Some may think I have a good vocabulary, but I really just learned everything from Terrence McKenna. That guy said a good amount of words. Tickled my interest every time I heard. Learned so much, it's almost absurd. Like homunculus. The first time I heard that was through oh Father McKinney. Bringing my focus back to the task at hand. Feeling first, everything else is secondary lands. Feeling first so you can organize, be part of your own master plan. Not pushing against or fighting for anything in the man. No Black Fridays over here, well that shit's all a sham. Even if you get a good deal, you gotta bathe yourself in weird frequencies, man. Probably takes about 3 years to wash that shit off the highest plan. No one wants that anymore, it's a new kind of earth, man. down. Maybe turn that nasty sneer and frown upside down. But that doesn't work, you gotta go from within. You smile first and then the mirror changes. Follow suit from you. You take the cue from you. Your higher self is teaching you on the mountaintop, guiding you. You can tell by the way you feel. That's the way it works, man. That's the deal. But we're playing a billion games at once. So pick your poison. It's all fun. 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 Growing a kind of mood, a kind of aura, a kind of stance, vibrational stance, vibrational habit, using momentum to grab it. The focus is growing all my momentum, and I focus away when I want to dissipate. Well, focus is growing all my preferred momentums, and I focus away when I want to dissipate. The ones I don't prefer today, the ones that make me lose my faith, the ones that make me feel so small. I focus away from them all, and they get smaller, like they're going away in the distance across the horizon. The threshold of being allowed in my existence, they are banished because I don't focus on them. I do it for everything, cause focus is king, right up there with belief, my queen. Electromagnetic genius flowing through the local environments. It cannot cool my fire because I am so vibrant. I will come across your face time again. But I'll try not to laugh as I turn my lust into sin, into a transmutation of infinite energy from the sun within my own soul, which is within me. I'm reaching out with infinite extensions, each one a human soul. I'm reaching out with infinite knowledge from the whole. All the doors are open, all 13 gates, now 10. 33 remain, and I know them when I need to know them in the moment, cause I'm following my highest excitement. I also follow bliss and sweet Jesus, the good feelings of orgasmic bliss in my bones. Let me clarify, I don't follow Jesus. Sweet Jesus is an exclamation like, God damn, or, that, so, don't get your pennies in a bunch. If you thought that, you would have had a unpreferred hunch. Had to clarify, cause I think communication is key. You gotta say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't hide away behind your fears. Building a wall brick for years. You have to tear down and make it all clear. Don't hide away, say what you mean and mean what you say. So that way people will know and have nothing to say. Besides, as you all know by now, apparently Jesus didn't want followers, bitches. He wanted leaders. He wanted you to figure out you were just like him and get you out of the rat race, out of the lack of wind. It's all been done and said before. It's all been done ain't nothing new. Get your jaws off the floor. I will tell you more. Feeling first, that's all you need to know. Comes back to feeling first, and your focus tends to control where you go. Maybe your beliefs have been grown by others outside of you and left you to think that they're your own. That's okay. The light within can always float through the top. Take a look around, ask yourself the deep questions, and don't run away in bedrock. Figure out who you are, but don't die in shame. Figure out who you are so you can discard all the unpreferred remains and sprout a new green leaf out of the cracks of society. Pure steel cement meant to contain, but only made us grow stronger in our name until it could hold no more. Each bolt busting loose, falling to the floor, dissolving into the void made by our own knowing. I love exponential infinite growing. Reaching into all timelines to boost my knowing. I don't care if I rise to the top. I don't care if more people listen to me than more people listen to you. It's about the information that's being portrayed. My confidence in my knowing that we are all self-made. Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Ranger. I have full range of power. You could say I'm a Power Ranger, expanding infinitely with no fear of danger, because I am the master, sovereign in my own existence, which is myself, which I'm creating through trial and error and releasing resistance so I can receive what is really mine. I put it there long ago, left a little name tag and said, hey, you can stay here, but you can continue to grow as I amend myself, figure out deeper who I truly am, and figure out, well, you can slow down if you want, because man, it never truly ends, and you can figure yourself out forever, and it could be what we are doing, because we are so fucking clever. We disguised it in many doings. We cannot go back. We figured this out long ago. The past doesn't really exist in the way you think. You know. Check my phone battery real quick. We're good to go. We're at 22. Gonna hit 222. Would be a good time to stop it on that, but I'm not going to. So let's honor the 222 right now, baby, baby. I never thought I'd be a person saying fucking synchronicity numbers. Didn't even know that was a thing until like relatively recently. That's me growing through the cracks of society. to say always, there is nothing serious going on here. Let's talk about, we're seriously having fun. We're seriously excited. We're seriously not serious. We're seriously sincere. I like to use sincere instead of serious. Well, I'm never serious, but hey, I'm sincere right now. So fucking listen to me. Except I would never really say that. That's just the energy. Alright, see if I can get this right. I'm gonna fuck it up. Right person doing something by the wrong means will have that wrong means work out for him, while the wrong person doing something by the right means will have that right means work out wrong for him. I don't think I got it right, but I think it still serves what I wanted to say or portray. Meaning, or another way to look at it is, got a lot of people, trying to beat the system. There's this level, right? There's this level. Goes down infinitely. Everyone under that level, trying to beat the system gets you up to here. And you're on top. You beat the system. You find out a way, you find a way to mimic something, and people believe that you're really that thing, and you're making money, and you're scamming, or whatever it is. You got a group of people, and you're paying people money to do this or that, actors, and whatever it is, right? That's this level. You're stuck there forever. There's a limit to that of the wrong person or whatever. I'm not going into that again. I always fuck that thing up. If you can find a way to emerge from that mentality into a mentality that shows your self-worth, so much so that you know that all you have to do is be you. Feel your core resonance, feeling first, and that's it. You don't gotta try to beat the system. You don't gotta try to scour the internet looking at what's new, the hot new thing, and looking at who's getting traction. Like, well, I can do that. I can be like them. Come on, let's go. Because that, you're missing something. Granted, the person you're copying might also be missing something, but if you're getting an authentic person that you're looking at, they're not missing something. They got the thing you want, and it's not the fame or the money or the girls or the whatever. They got the true thing that you want. What is that? What is everything you do revolve around, no matter if you are completely selfish and you're helping others, or no matter if you're doing this or that, or you come kind of roundabout reason. Everything you do is because you think you will feel better in the having of it, or the doing it, or the stopping it, or the controlling this person. You think somehow it's going to come around to you feeling better. It always isn't the case. So when a person has that thing you want, which is feeling better, and they learn to grow from the inside instead of needing to pull strings on the outside to feed that momentum you got going, that wobbling momentum, the void that rears its ugly head every time you're alone in your thoughts, or you don't have a phone in your face, which my phone's in my face a lot, don't get me wrong, but my phone in my face, usually I'm already feeling good from the inside, and then I'm on the phone, so the things I'm watching are synchronistic and they're all great and shit. I'm not just doom scrolling most of the time. We all dip. But you can't get it from reaching from the outside. You'll always be reaching for more. There's always a bigger carrot to dangle from your face. It never ends, because once the carrot's gone, you feel the void again. You need something else, be it alcohol, drugs, food. You can tell by looking. You can take a glance of a room with 200 people and tell what their vices are. what they're filling their void with. You can tell. Now, not all ones you can tell off the initial look at, but a lot of them you can. Anyway, pick your poison. Whatever you can't get enough of that makes you feel alive, you're feeling something up. Unless you've done the work and you've learned how to get that feeling on your own. And it's hard to tell because you can see someone like me or someone else who's got the feeling and they're doing stuff and they're doing the stuff that you want and you think are cool, right? And so that's why they're happy. And I see it. I'm seeing it. They got the body or the talent or the freedom, and that's why they're happy. And they look like that, and it does auxiliarify. That's not a word. To my happiness that I've already grown. You know, it does add. You know, when I attract something awesome into my life, it does make me happier. It boosts my happiness for a little bit, but this boosts my happiness that I had already been growing for years through focus, not through reaching outside of me. And that's not to say anything about that. That's the way we are taught and learned. No one knows. So you pop into this world, everyone else most people don't know. You pop into the world, you don't know either. You're following what's going on, and everyone's fucking gossiping and lying and cheating and painting the story this way. And I don't want to get caught by my parents. It stems from all that kind of shit. And oh my god, and this and that. I don't want to get in trouble. And all this fake shit that's not really there, but it's good for the game. We want the real life game. It takes a while to get all that shit out of the way. It takes a while before you even have the mentality to even think about this stuff as a real thing to even think about. I didn't start thinking about this stuff until like 28, 29, 30, 31. I don't know, somewhere between 27, I keep making the range bigger, and 30 is when I started like thinking for something more than life, like magical. I will never use that word, but that's when I started getting that stuff, or started going on that route. Whatever started it, I can't even remember. I probably could if I spent some time, but I'm not going to. Went off on a rant, and I completely feeling first. It's that simple. You can cut off all the middlemen. You don't even have to worry about extracting your belief systems and blah 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 blah, except for the initial belief system to be enough to house the idea that you're gonna focus on your feeling first. I mean, if you don't believe that much, that could even be a thing to explore, then you're already cut off from that. At least that needs to be in place. But once you start really, if meditation is a way to get cracking and at least slow down your thoughts, but because I didn't have enough feeling to grasp, to focus on, to grow, it seems, forever, you know, for most of my life. Like, it wasn't there. Maybe it's the fact I got into this and started meditating and quieted my mind to where it rose and became more evident. And then once I had something to focus on, to grasp my little hands on, then I could grow it. And now it's something that almost protrudes into my life when I don't want it up. Boss will be talking to me or something serious, and I'm sitting there just happy as a lark. He probably don't like me being all happy right now. But hey, what am I gonna do? I'm happy. You know, they should like a happy person because it makes the whole workplace better. Anyway, so I was going at is if you're out there trying to manipulate it, trying to pretend to be this to get this, your goal is to get the money and the fame or the freedom, all that. You know lies. What you want? I want money. I don't really care about fame, really. Money is good, though. We still live in a society where money still gets as a form of freedom, and there's nothing wrong with it. You gotta get that in your head. There's nothing wrong with money. If you believe that money is the root of all evil, and you believe you're a good person, you're probably never gonna be rich. You might think that's good. You're like, yeah, because I'm a good person. Good people are rich too. It's just like any other pool of anything else. There's gonna be good and bad of all rich people. There's good ones and bad ones. Although the bad ones are finding it hard to keep their boat afloat these days, I suspect. Bad in the terms of, you know, there's no, in the grand scheme of things, there's nothing serious going on here. So, you know, you won't get very far. There's a limit if you're playing in another game. You can get to the top of that game, and for a while you might think you're on the top. There's a whole other game going on above you that you haven't even broke free to from. And that game is a kind of a more free game. There's a little less malice-filled competition and reaching, grasping for survival and clout and proving that your way of doing things is better and trying to throw out subtle things about your life that you might think the other person is envious of. It's so. Luckily, I keep the mind frame usually of entertainment. Like, it's entertainment for myself in my life when these things happen. I'm like, all right, well, okay. All right, well, that's cool. I'm not thinking about those things, but also entertainment and a knowing of the human condition, a deepening knowing of the human dilemma, and so a deepening rising of compassion for people. Compassion is like supercharged understanding, laced with unconditional love. You just know. Like, I can only assume a parent looks at their baby learning to walk, and when they fall down, they don't get pissed on them. They just look at them, shit, it's about to fucking start walking. Get the fucking camera! Excitement, love, the feelings, feeling first. Now, what I was saying is the feeling first. Now, it does bring me back to. I find myself leaving touchstones in my conversations now, words that I repeat, and then when I get myself lost, I repeat those same touchstones, and it brings me back to what I wanted to say. Feeling first. Oh, it's not working this time. You aligning yourself with the the master manager, the grand manager, God, if you want to use that word. Can see everything, he knows everything. No problemo, right? When you're feeling first. And so you cut out all the middlemen. Now remember, you first have to get the beliefs set to even go down this route first, okay? But then after that, if you get the feeling first good going for you, you can prove it to yourself. Your reality will start to rearrange itself. Your thoughts that don't serve you will fall away, just like people that don't serve you will fall away. Habits that don't serve you will fall away, just like habits that serve you. All of a sudden, you want to fucking eat 100 apples a day. Why? I'm not gonna fucking it feels like this is what I want to do. Why? Because I'm focusing on the feeling first, and really only. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is still beautiful and good, and we want them because that's why we're here. The whole physical feeling existence. I'm not saying secondary as chopped liver. I'm saying secondary as in feeling first because we want the control. We want our hands on the steering wheel. Just like when you're driving a car, it's very important you have your hands on the steering wheel first. And that's your, not just looking in the rearview mirror the whole time. That looking in the rearview mirror is synonymous with people thinking you have to really focus on what happened in the past so you don't repeat it. How's that been working out for you guys? Keep saying those things, but shit just keeps happening. Because you're looking in the rearview mirror. Get your face on the fucking windshield. Get your hands on your fucking emotions, your guidance system, and steer your own fucking ship. Your ship is part of the whole, or all of our ships are part of the whole ship. But the way we're shifting into dimensions and realities doesn't work quite. It's more malleable than you think. There's a version of me on all versions. A version of me who hasn't figured this out yet, still doing whatever, still out there doing his thing. Let's say something crazy happened and I forgot all my shit, I could shift back to something similar to that. Although that reality would still be going too. We're just so malleable, you just don't understand. Feeling first. Watch everything else fall into place. I think that's probably Alan Watts who said, or Jasper Cutter. Like, humans always trying too hard. Their heart's in the right place, but they're trying too hard. They're trying too hard to fix things, what they think is wrong, when they don't know even what's going on. So they try so hard, and they're just making it worse. But their heart's in the right place. They think, think about it. You have to let them have their own free will. We wouldn't want, none of us. I know sometimes it makes you feel powerful, especially if you're if you don't know you're in a depressed state. Here's how you might know you're depressed and don't even know it. You like trying to control people? Does it feel like something you gotta do to control what people think about you, maybe, or even control what other people are doing? That's one way you might feel like you're depressed. You know, it's a way to feel powerful, to feel better than you feel, to go up the vibrational scale, get a little false sense of control of power, better than feeling completely depressed. It's a little action, something's happening, you know, you get kind of what you want, you know, you're getting over, haha, you know, that's on a certain level, but it just means you're depressed. You gotta figure that out. Why are you depressed? Why do you have to control everything? What happens if you just let loose, let the control go? You're just gonna melt away into the earth. It's funny. Truly happy people who know themselves, and they've been there for a while, because there's a transitionary phase where you know yourself, but then you don't know yourself. And you know yourself, and it's a little thicker, but then you don't know yourself, it's a little less. And it just keeps going until when you've been there a while and you really know yourself in a congruent now moment for a while, you don't want to control people. It's not even on your mind. Even on your mind. You know how the world works in a different way. When you're happy, you don't try to bring other people down. And it can kind of get weird sometimes. Especially if people ask you for your opinion and you're someone who wants to tell the truth. You gotta tell the truth. Don't sugarcoat it. Hey, you wear too much makeup. Way too much makeup. It's just kind of mine. Don't want to feel like attacked. It's just literally just kind of mine. Of being like where someone might say, "Hey, how about? Oh, you're beautiful." You know, you don't want to tell them. But a true friend, fucking tell them. Like, listen, bitch, you cannot go out like that. What are you doing? And that's when he actually go tact. The way to say things, maybe rude but true and helpful. And I can think of some times in my life I would have preferred that, but whatever. All came around in the wash in the end, and I learned what I needed to learn. Look. It's like trigger wars out there right now. Don't let people try to trick you. It's the people that can't figure out what's really going on, but they learn enough to know that it's about feeling good and not feeling good. And so they'll just try to trigger you to bring your vibration down. And they don't really know what's going on, but that's enough. And it's like everyone's doing it out there to each other. Don't let these little bitches fuck with you. Don't let them. And they get very elaborate with it. Networks of people. Just don't let them fuck with you. Don't let them trigger you. They try to figure out what your things are, what's this and that. I'm not saying I do this, but you can just throw out some fake stuff in there. Just watch. Try make it known that something annoys you a little bit. Watch how in 2 days people who you already knew were low quality are doing that thing that you said annoyed you. Even if it doesn't annoy you, it's a good way to kind of figure out. You might suspect who the bitches are, but now you know who the bitches are. You know what I mean? Not that I do that or anything. Anyway, it's trigger wars out there, so just you can bypass all that by while you're alone and hopefully you have alone time in some kind of way. Even if you just get 30 minutes a day, that's enough. 10 minutes a day, that's enough. 5 minutes a day, that's enough. You need some alone time. So you can build your own knowing and your own frequency up big and strong. So when these people try to trigger you, it really just instantly triggers them. It's like an instant parry. You know what I mean? It's great. And it's funny because it's never ending. It's like it keeps adding exponentially, especially if they keep trying. And it manifests in many weird ways. They'll call it karma, or they might even think that you're doing stuff. Like I'm sitting over here with drawing a star on the floor with some magic potions. My voodoo doll. I'm not a witch. I would never claim to be, and I'm too lazy to be doing that shit. I don't need to be spending money on crystals or anything. Especially when I'm smart enough to know that the human body is the apparatus that everyone doesn't know how to use. The Philosopher's Stone. So I'm not even doing anything. I'm having fun, being aware, being talented, growing my things that I like in my life, watching my life change. And I'm sure things in their life are just and they're thinking I'm doing something I'm not even thinking of other than when I'm fucking getting high and making music that always comes out for some reason. Maybe because they're watching and they want to know. I don't know. It always seems to be pulled out of me. I don't give a shit. I'm feeling good. Different levels of feeling good. So I know. There's just nothing to fear. Not even fear itself. Because it's just your guidance system. Why would you fear your guidance system? You wouldn't fear your GPS on your phone or whatever. Make a left here. Oh shit. What the fuck is that? No, you wouldn't. Get angry. The thing is, it's getting out of your momentum. So it takes a long string of now moments. I'm trying to get out of word using time, because I know it doesn't exist. It takes a long time, it's just words, whatever, to get those momentums away of associating randomly just the way it came into the world, anger with, I'm mad at this person for doing something wrong to me. That's what anger means. No, it doesn't. Only on one level. It means you're thinking something, and sometimes this won't make sense because you don't have the awareness to catch it early enough. But once you do, this will make sense. Because sometimes, if you don't have the awareness to catch it early enough, there's a few scenarios you can come up with where that doesn't make sense about the way he's saying about his anger. But it's always that you are off the path of what you're thinking something. Either your inner being, God, is not thinking. About to do something, it's not thinking, just a whole notion of what's happening. It's not what's going on. They're not even focused on it in any other way, and that's why when you do in any of those ways, you feel the dissonance and the anger, and you're so unaware and you're so trained and I think that the anger is just you angry. Well, I'm just angry. I get angry easy. This is who I am, or I don't get angry easy. This is who I am. This is just how you went through life, the Plinko balls, how you turned out through unawareness, cork on the ocean. However it is, I don't get angry at all, or I do get angry, or I get angry at the drop of the hat, or I wear my emotions on my sleeve, blah, 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 blah. All comes out of unawareness. You're just growing personalities willy-nilly, basically. But, it's not that, it's your guidance. The more you meditate, the more you get into this stuff, the more your awareness becomes more in depth. The sooner you catch your anger, and you catch it before it really turns into what you would call anger, and you catch it and it's more like, oh, I'm off the path. You caught it way before it turned into anger, and it's more like, you could say maybe annoyance, but there's even before that when it's kind of like a block of thought still happening, and you're like, no, leave it. It's not my business. That's been doing me wonders, because not only does it takes your focus just naturally, because you're thinking another thought. Leave it, not my business. So now, just automatically, you're not on the thought because of that physical aspect of you physically thinking another thought. So that helps. But I've already linked it to the ability to drop these thoughts, to dissipate them. it works every time. And the fact I'm saying that now is bolstering it. I believe it. So all I gotta do is, leave it. None of my business. Thank you for sharing. You want to honor it. It lets you find out who you are. It more clarifies the person you prefer to be. You know what you don't want. You know what you do want. Guidance. You're not angry at. This is gonna be hard. This is just a scenario. You're not angry at your boyfriend for manipulating and lying to you. He's really fucking slimy and low down, fucking cheat. Probably gave you something. You're not angry at that. Or you can take it for you're not shameful of yourself at that. Anger would be higher up on the scale, would be better for you than being contrite and shamed at yourself. Regret, that's lower. Either way, you're not any of those because of that happened to you. You are that because your God, your inner being, your higher self knows that it is not focusing on this person anymore or anything he did to you. That's all old news. We're trying to get you on track. We're focused completely elsewhere. So when you're on anything about them in any notion, aspect, any kind of way you come around it, you're feeling angry or sad, especially if it just comes right in unaware because you don't meditate and you don't get it up ahead of your emotions ahead of time. So you don't have any of this having of awareness that would help you catch this and realize it's your guidance if you already had that notion, the guidance thing in your brain about this shit. No, you're just mad. You're just sad. You're just angry. You're in revenge. You're in survive. You're trying to figure this out. Need help. Made mistakes. Reputation. Blah, 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 blah. It's all right. Guidance system. Don't think it. Keep your focus. Sometimes you're just going to be mad and you got so much momentum in it, you're not going to change it by focusing elsewhere. You're just going to have to wait until you're not mad all the time. Fear never stays there forever. Anger never stays there forever. You know this. You'll go back to whatever your neutral state is. It's probably like barely contentment, like this. It's probably like, I don't know. Not good, but at least it's not anger, right? Once you get back to that, then maybe try focusing elsewhere. Meditating, you gotta find any little nook you can get into to grow. If you can't do it while you're thinking about this bitch who fucking fooled you, you can't think about that and be connected to your highest guidance. Not yet, anyway. You can way further down the line when you wrinkle out all the kinks of all the years of growing wrong momentum because you're just unaware. It's all okay. You're not mad at the boyfriend. You're off your path. Your fastest way away from the boyfriend to what's meant for you. You're hung up on him. And you're probably hung up through momentum, so it feels like you can't control it. You can't. Wait till you wake up in the morning. Wait till you're having at your best favorite restaurant or something where you're happy. That's where you say, hey, I'm feeling good right now. That's when you, hey, I'm feeling good right now. If that's all you gotta say, just to add a little more emphasis on so you know you're feeling good and then you know you're connected. And at this moment when you're feeling good, you're eating your favorite whatever and you're actually feeling good. Even if you're using it as a crutch, we gotta get away from that. When you're feeling good, your boyfriend's on the way out. Things are working behind the scenes. He's on his way out. Get caught up in traffic and you're pissed off that bitch you can't drive. Your boyfriend's on his way in. He's taking out his boxes, ready to begin. Another night of disappointment, I'm sure. You get it? You can fix it. You can get out. Always. Always. Find the times to grow. They will slowly outgrow and suffocate the other times you're not focusing on it anymore. And the non-focusing of it also causes them to dissipate. Focus is key. Beliefs. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. And on top of that, feeling good in one area raises all areas of your life. You'll find all areas get improved just by focusing on your feeling good. All areas. Some may go slower than others, and some may not seem like they're improving and need to work on it. Whatever, they will improve and they are improving. What does relief mean? Getting a little closer to that inner being, that higher self, closing the gap a little more. Don't worry though, something will happen when you'll shoot off a rocket and you'll expand. You might feel a little less, but you know that your inner being is expanding ahead of you to make your life just perfect, so you can come into it. It's getting cold in here, a little chilly. We haven't turned on the heater. And I'm going to, I think that is it. 53-43, that would have been good. I should have stopped it there. 53-43. What else can we? We can get a 53-53. Let's do it. Let's not fuck it up this time.